Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Joey. Alright, so I finally paid the money to get another Master Hunter. These are both the original Master Hunter and then the 3V, whichever or. Anyway, it's the same exact sheath, the SecureX sheath. I'm not going to go into it a whole lot. Everybody has seen reviews on these knives, but I thought I'd do one with them together. Obviously, you can take this off. The knife's going to stay secure without all this backing on it. But I have no need to take it out because I'm not going to be carrying this in my front pocket because the rubber grabs and it's just a little bit too long for the pocket. Anyway, now down to the knives. Let's just see. I don't even know which one is the newer one. I can feel it by grip. I still can't even tell. The Craton, there we go, hadn't even wore down. This one comes like really greased up. The 3V. I've bought 3V from other knife suppliers that didn't have any grease or oil on them, and it didn't matter. It hasn't. I've yet to have them rust, but I don't keep them wet either. And then this one is the San Ma 3. Right off the bat, real quick, I've noticed some differences, and that's what I'm mainly doing this video about. For one thing, this one is coated, it's VG1 coated with 420J, I believe, and it does pick up scratches, microscopic scratch. I mean, no, I ain't gonna say microscopic. I mean, there's one right there. If you can kind of see toward right there, you can kind of see it in the light. That's just from taking it in and out of the sheath. I've never really used this because I've had so many knives, I just really haven't used it, to be honest with you. And yeah, you can turn off the video if you don't like people who say I haven't used the knives. This isn't about a use comparison. This is about a blade comparison. Both of them are exactly the same as far as, oh God, come on camera. Excuse me though. Both of them are exactly the same as far as the handles go. But the characteristics that I noticed, the number one characteristic is the spine. If you look at the spine, come on, pick up. I don't know why my camera's not reacting. There we go. All right. So you can look at the spine here. It's close enough. You can see how it tapers. It tapers all the way down. I mean, it tapers down to less than a millimeter to the tip. And this one holds its thickness all the way to the tip. So I like that better about this one, but at the same time, it's just VG1 sandwiched in between a high chromium, cheap stainless. I don't think it's that special. Another thing I noticed is the 3V version. I'll wipe this off, it's getting on my nerves. The 3V version has more belly throughout the knife. Let's see if I can get this just right. Here. All right, this is literally touching the top. I don't know if you can see that, but there's more belly across the whole knife with this version. Let's turn it upside down. That way we know it stands up. I'm gonna put these next to each other, directly next to each other. Now, you can see the handles are right next to each other. I'll move them. Let's get the sheaths out of the way. I'm sorry about the bullets. All right. Now you see, you cannot see the San Ma 3. Now let me put the 3V behind it. Whoa, wait a minute. There you go. You have more belly with the 3V version. And just to show you that they are directly side by side, now you can see. I'm going to turn it all the way around to the other side. You can't see the San Ma 3. So that's one thing that I've noticed with YouTube that no one has addressed. If you notice on the handle, the rubber handle on this one, well, if it's going to pick up, anyway, it's kind of chewed up from taking it in and out of the sheath so much. A lot of my friends and family like to, they like to enjoy my knives, and it's been taken in and out of the sheath a lot. And I have carried this. Don't get me wrong, I've carried it, but I haven't had to skin an animal with it. I haven't batoned any wood with it. And just from taking it in and out of the sheath, it has scratched. I wouldn't mind that if I'd already used it, but it kind of bugs me a little bit, being that I haven't. And this one I just got in, so of course I haven't used it yet. But you know, razor sharp is saying the least of cold steel, you know, coming out of the box. I mean, most everything cold steel that's over $30, $40 is razor sharp out of the box. The cold steel Bushman, the fixed blades that, you know, you can attach to a spear, mine didn't come that sharp out of the box. It came a little more than working sharp, but not Joey sharp or not razor sharp. But anyway, it's mainly just the thicknesses that I noticed. I do like a thick spine, don't get me wrong. Now, real quick, we're gonna measure these. I'm gonna measure, and I wanna see. All right, so, of course, as indicated, let's go ahead and go with millimeters here. 5 millimeters, all the way down to approximately 3/4 down the spine. 3/4 of the way down the spine is 5 millimeters, then it goes to 4, and then it tapers on down to the smallest millimeter being 2 millimeters down at the tip, right before you get to the point. So you got that. On this one, you're going to be at 5, but I'm going to tell you where on the blade it starts to taper. It's already at 4. Okay, let me mark that spot. Approximately 1 inch down the blade, it starts to taper to 4. Another inch, 3. Another inch, 2. Another inch, you're at 1. And then all the way to the tip, you're at like half. So 3V, you know, I think the trade-off is, you know, 3V is a much tougher steel. It's a tool steel. I like the fact that this DLC coating is kind of part of the blade. I mean, you really have to rub off some steel to get this coating off because it's microscopically embedded in the knife. This one, I wonder sometimes how much of the VG1 is actually part of the knife, and if it's even useful, because you can see the line. You can see the line. It's about a 1/4 inch from the bottom where the VG1 starts and the 420J, I guess, begins, or where the VG1 stops, 1/4 of the way up, and then the 420J, or whatever it is, I think it's that. It's the cheapest steel that they make knives out of, to my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know everything. But anyway, so as far as standing them up next to each other, they're exactly the same length, exact same handles. They say that the tang, I've seen them, you can type in X-ray tang on this. It's approximately my pinky. So the tang going down to the lanyard hole is approximately my pinky. Okay, and that's what I've seen in a picture on Google, and it's also like that on the SRK, Cold Steel SRK. So let's weigh these things, see if there's any difference. I really have never weighed them, just to see. Okay, the 3V is 5.95 ounces. 3V 5.95. San Ma 3 6.05. Wow. So they're really, really close. 5.95 versus 6.05. I knew I couldn't tell a difference lifting them. Now I have noticed that with your San Ma 3, your grommel, or your hole for your lanyard is stainless steel, and in the 3V, it appears to be either bronze plated or stainless steel or actual brass. I'm not really sure. It might say it on Cold Steel's website. I'm not sure. I don't usually look up specs on people's websites. I just kind of look at them myself. But if I can get these things just right for another view. And this is what I wish I'd have seen prior to buying the knife, which I still would have bought the knife. I got it on Midway USA about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks. I don't remember. But it was $85.99 and I couldn't pass it up, free shipping. It's pretty sick. So for 3V, I mean, I know a couple of knife makers, and Shane Wink being one of them. He's quite an interesting guy to talk to if you know a lot about steel and metallurgy and the processes of making and heat treatment and making blades and stuff. He's a very interesting guy. He's local here in Louisiana where I live. He's actually making me a knife right now. But anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to Shane. He's been a big inspiration. And these knives, of course, they're razor blades. See if I can get some paper. Try not to make this too long, but 3V. Well, it should be doing better than that, but I have done some cutting with it. Seems like it's right there in the middle. Right there. Right here, I might have a little burr that I might need to shape. I've not touched this. Cut through a lot of paracord with it, doing knife tests with my brother. See right there, you got another one, another little burr. This one has never been sharpened either. And I'm sure once I sharpen them, they'll be fine. This one's actually sharper than the 3V. And I've actually used it. Now when I say I didn't use it, real quick, and then I'll end the video. When I say I didn't use them, I didn't baton with them. I don't baton a whole lot. If it's just a big beefer, I'll baton with it. And, as far as skin and game, it's just now becoming archery season for deer here in Louisiana. So I haven't skinned any game with either of these knives. But I guess I'm going to give this 3V one a shot and give this VG1. And, maybe I can figure out if one does better than the other. I'm sure the 3V holds the edge better. And I'm real curious to know which one on the Spyderco Sharp Maker, because I'm not running these across a work sharp. I just think that the blades are a little too small for the work sharp, in my opinion. I'm going to use the Spyderco Sharp Maker Model 204. It's everything they say it is. And get them as sharp as I can and skin some stuff this year. And I might do a video in the future. If you have a question or you want me to do that or even show it, I can, but I hadn't put that up yet because it's kind of gruesome. But anyway, good job Cold Steel on making this knife. Like I said, it's more belly, but it does taper a lot more. But the 3V ought to be able to be strong enough to handle that distal taper, compared to if you distal tapered this one, it may not be the same case. In fact, I'm almost positive that the tip would break off a lot easier in VG1 than it would 3V. Thanks for watching. God bless.